YouTube, Future 22JS, back at you with another video. I have the review and the on foot of the Air Jordan 10 steals up right now. Make sure you guys check that video out once you're done with this one. Super fire pickup. The quality is amazing, and I'm glad that I was able to reach back to cop these. This right here relates closer to my childhood more than probably any sneaker that I have. But before we get into it, I would like for you guys to take this time out to subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment on the video, share the video if you like, and also make sure that you follow me on all social platforms at Future22JS. I'll leave the links in the description section down below. Getting into it, as you can see, we have an all gray Nike box. This is the Dot Swoosh box. Now, the Dot Swoosh is a newer department to really touch bases on a lot of the older gaming or animated series that was related to Nike. They just recently released the Yu-Gi-Oh 95s not too long ago. Dot Swoosh has been going that route when it comes down to sneaker releases. This one is yet another one. Label reads Air Max 1 Big Head Mode. The colorway is dark smoke gray, dark smoke gray. And here we have the Nike Air Max 1 Big Head Mode. I'm glad to have reached back to cop this one, boy. This in particular colorway per se is supposed to pay homage to the infamous James Bond 007 GoldenEye game on Nintendo 64. Of course, they couldn't really do a complete James Bond collab because Nintendo wasn't having it. So quickly into the specs, checking out the bottom, you see we have all black Nike Air Max 1 outsole met with a dark gray Air Max 1 midsole. Wrapping around the mudguard, we have a silky smooth satin material. The satin is to represent, of course, James Bond infamous, black suit with the tie and things like that. That was his mock-up for a long time, especially back in the early 90s. Now, this is the only part of the sneaker that I really don't like. I didn't think that it came like this, but the top portion is made up of a white mesh material, and the only reason why I'm against the white mesh material, especially on the toe area, is because that is the first place where you're going to see a lot of dirt. If your feet sweat, you're going to see the brown tint getting ready to come around on this toe box, and that's something that I really not digging, in all honesty. We also have some very nice gray nubuck on the back heel and on the front portion of the shoe eye stays as well. If you look closely on the back heel, you will see that it has Nike Air. It has the little red and blue lines that surrounded the Nike Air. That is to symbolize the pause menu screen on 007. If you play 007, you know, if you press start and he raises his watch up, the pause menu design on the back of the heel. Looking on the insole, you will also see that it has a bullseye with the Nike Air in the center of it. That is the reticle for you to aim with on the GoldenEye video game. Now, getting into the tone. Now, the tone is something that I will probably say that I'm not a big fan of, but I get where they were coming from with the design. It has a very big, puffy golden tongue at the top. You can see Nike in the pixelated finish at the top of the tongue, which is supposed to symbolize, of course, the infamous big head mode that was a feature on GoldenEye. I don't remember what you did to activate it. I think you probably had to beat the story mode one time or something like that. I ain't played GoldenEye since I was a child, so I honestly don't remember, but I do remember the big head mode on GoldenEye. And behind the tongue, you will see that it has rated E for everybody to give you representation of the MSRP. I don't even know if they still rate video games today, but back in the day, they used to have rated E for everyone, rated M for mature, rated T for teen. And this big tongue is also combined with some big golden shoelaces going down the eye stays. They do not come with the extra set of laces. I really wish that they did just throw in a black pair just to, settle the sneaker down a little bit, because these big gold laces really ain't what's up to me. And last but certainly not least, a swoosh on the lateral side stitched in gold. That is a feature I can honestly say that I don't think that I will ever get tired of, and that sums up the aesthetic of it. And in the comment section below, you guys tell me, what do you think about the Nike Air Max 1 Big Head Mode? Did you play GoldenEye when you was little? Do you not know what GoldenEye is? To my Air Max 1 fans, you guys tell me how you feel about it. When it comes down to sizing, I highly recommend that you guys go true to size, and if you can, if you're able, probably go a half size up in these. Reason reason being, bro, this satin, this black satin, it looks nice, but boy, it is very, very tough on the toe. I don't think that these really stretch too far out, in my personal opinion. This is a pretty thick satin that's around the mudguard of this sneaker, and this is a size 12, and they're just a little snug on me, but I can ultimately deal with it. I probably put on a thin sock or something. That's the overall end of the review. My name is Future22JS, and keep in mind that there is no ceiling to your inner potential. This was my in-hand review of the Nike Air Max 1 Big Head Mode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next video. I'm now going to leave you with them on foot so you can see how they look. Be sure to dream with your eyes open, and always remember that your fear ends when your faith begins. Peace.